So this is supposed to be the dry season here, but like a lot of parts of the world, the weather's changed a fair bit. So I got a beautiful afternoon shower again. Well, one of those things, I'm watching my Team Canada in the semifinals for men's hockey right now. So I'm not missing much. It's one thing I like about the rain is it always just kind of slows everything down. Just go inside, chill out for a bit, and read a book, relax, whatever it is you like to do. But man, it has been raining a ton here in Trinidad this week. Pretty well every day, a couple hours. So again, this is kind of unheard of this time of year. Or used to be unheard of, but now it's commonplace here in February. So this boat dock is right near my hotel. I've been walking by here daily. There's a little restaurant up the road that I'm gonna go to, show you guys that. But yeah, I just love seeing the different names of the boats. A lot of fun, unique names for all these beautiful prized possessions. And yeah, it's very much a busy spot, as you see industrial equipment running by. These guys are working on the fiberglass. They're prepping them for 101 different things. Some of them look like they can barely run, and then they get them up to running again. Some of them are brand new right out of the box. So it's kind of everything in between, and from all over the world here. So been meeting people, for a lot of people from Europe, Canadians, Americans, everywhere. And yeah, this is a place to be if you want to enjoy some beautiful water activities, as you'll see in this video, as well as my Tobago video. Love that one, the Brewski Boys. And then boys, of course, B-U-O-Y-S, as in the boy in the water. Buoy, Brewski Boys. Yeah, every day I see a couple that I'm just like, oh, that's a clever name. I wouldn't have came up with that. But I guess these boat captains or boat owners are clever people, or they just name them after the love of their life or their old dog or whatever that looks like. But like that flight risk too. That guy might have some questions for the government might be interested in, but again, clever. Yeah, take a number. This is a very busy spot, hundreds and hundreds of boats. I'm gonna come right out on the dock here and show you what I mean, and every single size. So yeah, Trinidad is a major port for a lot of the Americas here, and you'll see why in a second. love that. That's very much a Trini or Caribbean expression. Liming, you're just hanging out, chilling, relaxing. But I love that. No sitting or liming on the steps there. So it's get in, do your business, and get out. But that made me laugh. That's very much a Trinidadian expression. And yeah, for some of you watching from around the world that might be looking for new work, there's tons of work here in Trinidad in the oil and gas sector. So they're always looking for good, skilled people, all sorts of different trades, and a little bit different than some of the work I've done in Canada, where this is offshore, and you may see it way in the distance there, but that's some of the vessels they have there, the drills. And yeah, you just basically fly out on a helicopter, go out for a month at a time, sometimes 6 weeks. The money can be good, the lifestyle can be great for those that are single. I always preface that, as it can be challenging for those with families, especially young families. But hey, it's worked well for me in my career. It allows me to do what I'm doing here. That might be something you're interested in as well. So just check out the big companies there, BP, Shell, etc., Exxon. They're all players in this area here, tons of oil. And again, that might be something that you're interested in doing, no matter where you live. So they're always looking for people, good people from all over the world. They'll fly you in and out if you have the qualifications. So keep that in mind. And don't take your first no. Don't take your 8th no. Don't take your 15th no. Sometimes you have to keep asking until you get that yes. Keep that in mind too. Hey y'all, sorry to pause the video right here. Just need to ask a big favor from all of you. So currently only about 10% of these people watching the videos are actually subscribed. So I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button down below. Tell a friend, tell a family member. That's how this channel grows. So it's not only for me. Every time my subscriber count doubles, I will be giving out a gift pack to one lucky subscriber. So I most recently just gave one out at 8,000. Can't wait to give one out at 16,000 coming up, 32,000, 64,000, etc. So every single time it doubles, I'm going to be giving a nice gift pack out to you. And it could include some things like some beautiful Vietnamese coffees. As you see, I'm in Vietnam shooting this. Some currency, some flags, just local alcohol if you are of the right age. But yeah, basically a nice little gift pack for one lucky subscriber. Again, please help me work on my goal to be the first person with type 1 diabetes to go to every single country in the world. And again, I'm going to pay back the love to a lucky subscriber every single time my subscriber count doubles. So please hit that button down below. Do me a favor, I'll do you a favor, and away we go. Stay golden all. Okay, so let's try this out here. This is Callaloo soup. Had this a while back in, I believe, St. Vincent. May have been Grenada, but yeah, it's like a spinach and local herbs, lots of greens blended up with some coconut milk, and let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that's nice. Really, really nice. Lots of flavor. And then of course they serve it with a beautiful buttery garlic bun, so gotta try a bit of that out. Give it a dunk. I know it's cold in Canada. I'm watching the Winter Olympics right now. It's not cold here, but this is cold weather soup and cold weather food. That's lovely. That is a good hearty meal. And then an ice cold carob to wash it down. Cheers. We're gonna do a couple courses. It's a beautiful course one. So yeah, every table comes with a couple bottles of pepper sauce. I am a huge fan of this Caribbean style sauces. I have 3 or 4 of these at work right now. I love it. I live for it every day of my eggs. So let's try a little bit of this one, Trini Chow. Okay. I like that. So yeah, a little bit of garlic, not too much heat. Of course, it's being dispersed in the soup, but yeah, just a little bit of kick in that habanero type spice, which I really love. And then they have a second one here. It doesn't say, but I think maybe Scotch bonnet. Try just a couple dabs in there too as well. Yeah, I just love the flavor of Caribbean style hot sauces or pepper sauces. Okay, not a lot of kick, but again, that I would guess Scotch bonnet. Yeah, just a nice flavor, which I love. That and habanero. So again, these Caribbean style spices. Some of my favorites. Others like whatever Frank's Red Hot sauce. That's not for me. I find that too vinegary. But this, in my take, is the best flavor. Scotch bonnet, habanero, and again, not killer heat, just lots of flavor. Alright, so I have a beautiful, uniquely Caribbean dish anyways. So I have a whole lionfish, which I've never tried before. Let's give it a little citrus. Guess I gotta do laundry tomorrow, but little citrus. Oh, looks like it has a beautiful vegetable salsa on top. I just gave you the quick overview, but yeah, I want to try a couple bites of this. So first off, lionfish is an incredibly invasive species, so they've been eating them more and more now. Again, this is my first time trying it. It's a beautiful fish. I've seen them lots in the ocean when I've been snorkeling or scuba diving, but they just eat everything in sight and basically destroy the reef. So more and more places like this are wanting you to eat them, enjoy it, and hopefully it tastes good. That's the key. Well, yeah, that's nice. So yeah, you can see all the little spines there. Those spines are actually poisonous to other fish. So these are big, huge, puffy spines that they've cut down. Apparently it's not poisonous to us now. We'll see if I make it out of here. But those make that beautiful lion appearance, and then it actually, yeah, kills other fish when they touch it, is my understanding. It's nice. It's like a kind of fatty white fish. Again, the seasoning and this salsa, everything on top of it is beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of work for me to carve this apart. I'm not going to put you through it all, but try it if you are in the Caribbean. They are, like I said, super invasive. They breed like crazy, kill everything in the reef. So if you enjoy scuba diving, just enjoy nature, it's a helpful thing. So that's something where if they don't get rid of them, they're gonna basically only be lionfish in those reefs. So please do your part. Give it a try at your local restaurant. And like I say, good chefs can make anything taste good. This tastes good so far, and I encourage you to give it a try. Okay, and then of course another super local popular thing, some plantains. Beautiful. I'll only have a couple of these just as they are so carb rich, and will spike my sugar, spike everybody's sugar, but this has a little bit of a sprinkle of cinnamon on it. Really, really nice. And to wash it all down, I got a local rum and ginger beer called Dark Stormy. Thinking of my buddy Clifford. So cheers to you, and again, really nice balance between the ginger beer as that kind of sharpness to it, or spice if you will, and then that sweet dark rum really goes well together. Beautiful meal. Cheers. There we go, and one more with the mixed veg salsa on top, so a little bit of peppers, a little bit of onions, that beautiful lionfish. And one last one for the fish experts out there. Yeah, my description, kind of like a fatty whitefish. It is a little bit bony, but really nice. Not a ton of flavor. And again, as I said earlier, a good chef can make anything taste good. Knowing that this is invasive, knowing that there's too many of them, they're easily catchable, easy to put on your dinner plate. Highly encourage people giving it a try. That's my rant for the day. Alright, so you guys have heard me say this in lots of videos in the past. Always trust the locals for that brand or remedy or technique that you might not be used to in your country. So here I got this massive bottle. This looks legit. Got that from the front desk. They said they already sprayed the room down, and hopefully there won't be any visitors tonight, but if there is, they are in for a fight. So again, Auntie Barbara, I'm thinking of you as you were making me laugh with the spray. You were just had the spray handy, ready to go, seconds notice. And again, that's that local knowledge. So you obviously know the Australian climate and insects a lot better than me. And yeah, it just made me laugh that you had it ready to go. Boom. So now I am ready, and hopefully I don't get any visitors tonight. Last night was a bit much when I had about, I'm gonna guess, 10 different instances over the course of the night with these really big, I would call them birds, but they're calling them insects. They were at least 2 inches each, and yeah, that was a bit much. All right, so those that follow me often know I'm a huge sports guy. Right now I am nervously watching Canada versus USA for the Olympic gold medal in men's hockey, and it's edge of my seat. It is fairly early start time here. I believe the puck started 9 a.m. Obviously it's normally a night thing, but because it's in Italy, yeah, we are starting our days with some hockey, which is good fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it from wherever you're watching from. The Olympics is the best of the sports universe, and I'm always a huge fan of it. And let's go Canada. Let's see if you can pull it off. I know I have incredibly bad luck when I'm watching live in person, but fingers crossed. It'd be great to see a gold. Go Canada. All right, I'm on pins and needles. Canada, US. There you go. You can see all of Canada celebrating. Celebrations right across the country here. We are going into overtime, and fingers crossed here. So go Canada, go. Hopefully the next vid is going to be a positive one. So cheers, let's go get it. That's devastating. Congratulations to the Team USA. It's a really tough loss in overtime, and man, oh man, that was a hell of a game. Chances both ways, and yeah, you deserve it, USA. So that one hurts. Hey, thanks so much for watching another episode of Travel with Carter. I'm taking off here from Tobago, back to Trinidad, back to Toronto, back to British Columbia for work. But had an absolute blast here during Carnival. Amazing people, so much fun dancing. I'm still a little raspy, as you can hear my voice. Deaf for another week probably, but the rhythm was unbelievable, and highly recommend you guys come and checking it out, and I hope this video inspires you too. Again, if you are enjoying what you're watching, please hit that subscribe button down below. Tell a friend, tell a family member. That's how this channel grows, and I can continue my goal to be the first person with type 1 diabetes to go to every single country in the world. I'm getting there, and it's all because of you guys and your support. So appreciate it. Stay golden all.